which he deleted 2 days later, of which some of you maybe can find. It has all that guy's personal info.
The last 4 digits of your phone number are...
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up?
Yo, what up? It's Amaj back in another video. Today we're about to begin into a video by Mori, and it's gonna be on TikToker crashes out after doxing and mocking disabled viewer. What the fuck? Jesus Christ, that title is crazy. But hey, let's see what the video is about. This guy with the big ass mustache.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so crazy story today. Massive TikToker by the name of Scotty K Fitness is in deep shit for reportedly doxing a commenter who said he looks like the gay brother on Ozarks that gets pounded out by the FBI agent. Good show, by the way. I do recommend watching it. And he's in a bit of trouble for allegedly mocking a disabled man. Some random commenter said, all that mustache and still uses pronouns. Clown emoji. Then he responded back by saying, sorry if I offended you, ma'am. You also have pronouns, you f***ing spoon. He then said in a second comment, oop. Found you Cody Fox of Indiana, paralyzed from the chest down with a failed YouTube and an obsession with four-wheelers and motocross. I wonder how you sustained a spinal cord injury. ... Drifting in snow looked fun though. ... And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys, I highly recommend if you are a creator, do not do this. Do not respond to hate comments like this because it'll only make you look bad, and in the long run, it could backfire. Like how it's backfiring for this guy right now.
You know what, bro? Hey, in hindsight, this is putting and giving me some advice as an upcoming creator right now. And I'll take that advice in stride because I'm a small YouTuber, but I've already been receiving annoying comments. Some criticizing, you know, typical shit, but some criticizing and some kind of just like calling out some shit, ridiculous shit. Man, it kind of got to me and I was about to respond, but then I was like, why am I responding to this shit? I'm gonna just keep on going.
So the controversy is pretty simple. My friend Garrett, aka Runvas Coaching, did a
bro.
video on this guy Scott. He criticized Scott for taking the moral high road all the time, but then posted videos of Scott literally
Some of the guy Goob, he be like making like type of gym content videos or whatever you can see around the internet, exposing like all those weirdos.
doxing disabled people, and well, you'll see. Let me play the video.
...is that as a content creator, I get a ton of hateful comments, and that's fine, I don't mind. What I hate is receiving homophobic comments like this one.
And the homophobic comment in question was made by a TikToker in the comments by the name of Nate Remy. And he said, and I quote, you look like the gay brother on Ozarks that gets pounded out by the FBI agent, and you look like him too. Now, that is a wild ass comment. And for any creator seeing that and reading that, they would probably be fuming. But as a content creator, this is why it's very important you do not respond to hate comments because, well, now he's being dropped by sponsors, but we're gonna get into that in a little bit.
And something else you may not know is that I'm a former bounty hunter.
Scotty then goes on to just dox the shit out of this guy for saying, you look like the gay guy from Ozark. Well, I'm not super familiar with Scott, but I took like a cursory glance at his page and I found something really quite interesting. First things first, this is the gay guy from Ozark that got banged in the butt by the FBI.
Now,
Oh shit, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he does look like him. I mean, you should probably just play it off for like comedy and shit and just like ignore the comment. Like I've I've ignored comments and people talked about me before. Well, not widely online yet, but I'm just gonna like play it off for comedy. I don't give a fuck.
honestly, it's been so long since I've watched the Ozark, but if there's one thing I do remember, is that I do remember this character right here with a thick-ass mustache, and he was basically a secretly gay guy in the show with a thick mustache. Nobody suspected it. And I suppose if you're a straight male content creator seeing that comment, trying to flame you because you're a ginger with the same kind of mustache, you might kind of look similar a tad bit in the face. I can definitely see that sending someone over the edge. But again, this is why as a content creator, you must have emotional control.
And here's the actor from Ozark that got banged by the FBI in the butt, and here's Scotty K Fitness, the guy that was upset that somebody said that he looked like the guy from Ozark that got banged in the butt.
Now, how many more times is this guy gonna say being banged in the butt, bro? Like, holy sh. Anyway, guys, whether you're a content creator or just a regular person with a 9 to 5, please avoid reading hate comments, because now this guy's life is almost being destroyed. All right, random hate comment struck a nerve, said he looks like the gay guy from Ozark with the mustache who got banged out by an FBI agent. Good show, by the way. I still recommend watching it. And basically, that comment got to him so bad, he took it so much to heart that he actually went out of his way to essentially dox the guy and find all of his personal details and air it out to his like 2 million followers on TikTok.
Your middle name is...
Whoa.
You were born in September of...
Basically, the audio has been redacted, so this guy's personal info isn't out there. But in the original video that Scotty uploaded, which he deleted 2 days later, of which some of you maybe can find, it has all that guy's personal info.
The last 4 digits of your phone number are... You're a journeyman welder at your UA local...
What the
You've
fuck?
been there since February. And hey, that's some pretty good money, which probably is how you afforded that 3-bed, 2-bath.
All right, yo, this is like gone too far. You know, a nigga got to you into the comments. It was just like you making a whole video and doxing this nigga, bro. There's just no reason you should just be going this far. I get your like your male figure was just kind of touched by that whole ass joke, but you have to learn to take a joke if you're gonna be a creator. Like, bro, there's gonna be a lot of comments and there's gonna be a lot of shit flinged your way, but I feel like you're supposed to like learn that as soon as you jump on YouTube as like a creator or any type of social media. You know, putting your public face out there. There's gonna be people that don't like you. There's gonna be people that are like, they're just gonna be on some bullshit. But like you taking this so far into a whole video and doxing this guy, seeing the last digits and the last or where he lives and shit like that, people are gonna go be targeting that nigga now.
Where your HOA dues are around $264 a month. It's pretty pricey. Now, Nate, there's more information, but I'm not going to give that out. What I will give you is a piece of advice. The internet is not as anonymous as you would like it to be. Think twice before you act. Maybe think about how or would feel about your comments.
No, guys, I just gotta say, bro, I've received literal death threats, bro. Worse comments than that this guy's freaking out over. And I never took, even though I could afford it, I never went out of my way to do any of this because it's never that serious, bro. Content creators, I need you guys to stop taking the internet and comments this seriously, especially with a comment making a joke about you looking like...
Especially when these are just like everyday Joes too that are just like not trying to really do nothing and just like randomly scrolling your video and start just joking about shit. Especially half of them be just like people just living in a damn basement or just other shit that are just like unhappy with their lives and they just try to take it out on you as a joke.
Some gay guy from a TV show by the name of Ozark, of who you actually kind of look like, I'm not going to lie. Like, bro, with the mustache and everything and then the similar hair color and the eyes, like, bro, you kind of do look like the actor who played that gay guy. Why are you so offended by that? And now this guy has been dropped by a company by the name of Rise Supplements over this whole unnecessary freakout. Like, it wasn't necessary.
Scotty K Fitness has been removed from Rise Supplements. Now, this statement was released after a video Scotty made about doxing another individual online, releasing a lot of his personal info.
Now, Nate, there's more information, but I'm not going to give that out.
And he also wrote this comment under a video as well. In the past few days, he has deleted that video and comment, but the statement from Rise states that effective immediately, Rise is no longer affiliated.
A little bit too late. The amount of people that have like a copy of that video and a copy of his address and all the shit you exposed in there. Fucking idiot. You could be sued for that if that nigga decides to take legal action, especially if they're like legal firms that are like, willing to take that person's back and, gang up on you and sue. Potential losing a lot of money and a lawsuit coming his way.
With or represented by the individual involved in recent controversy.
And I'm gonna read the rest for you guys. They also say, we are aware of comments made by this prior affiliate that were hurtful and inappropriate toward individuals with physical and mental disabilities. comments. Holy. Those views do not reflect our company's values, and we do not support or condone language or behavior that is discriminatory, harmful, or dismissive of any community. We take this matter seriously and have taken immediate steps to address the situation directly with the individuals involved. We are also reviewing our affiliates, partnerships, and internal processes to ensure our standards of respect, inclusivity, and accountability are upheld. To our community, we hear your concerns. We appreciate you holding us to a high standard, and we are committed to doing better. So he just lost the sponsorship bag because
Yeah, you know, the typical company response.
he wants to respond to comments. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I've done that in the past. It's made me look bad, and I stopped doing that for obvious and valid reasons. Stop doing that. And now it's getting so bad that they're starting to nitpick this guy's life. They're trying to find his criminal history, his criminal records. This is why you don't make a mountain out of a molehill, because now, again, the Streisand effect. You try to suppress something, it becomes a bigger thing. Or if you blow something up yourself, you unnecessarily try to dox someone, or at least, since some people are going to be technical about it, dig into public records to try and expose some regular guy and show him in front of millions of people when you don't need to do so or stoop that low. Now people are doing the same to you. And of course, Scotty K Fitness then came out with a semi-teary-eyed apology video. I don't know, you know how YouTubers and TikTokers come out with their apology videos. Logan Paul pretty much set the standard back in the day, but here's what he had to say.
I owe you all an apology. For days now, I have been lying to myself, saying things like, I'm a good person. I've done a lot of good for the world. It's all bullshit deflection
I feel like this nigga pulled this apology out of his ass. On the other hand, at least he apologized, and it's just like, I feel like it's just a typical YouTube response apology, but at least it wasn't worse than some other people's, I guess.
keep me from taking responsibility for my own actions.
And of course, guys, I'm not going to torture you with this apology video. If you want to see the rest of it, go to his TikTok. But we want to read the comments. The top comment says, V-Shred can do the funniest thing right now. I don't know what V-Shred is. Another person said, I'll still be here, brother. Another person said, rise above the negativity, brother. Another person said, about to order some Rise protein powder. What's your Rise affiliate code, bro? Another person said, shit happens. Sometimes the shitty people can get to us, and none of us are perfect. Even if Rise dropped you, you still have so much support. Just remember that. Another person said, good job taking accountability. No one's perfect. Another person said, comments didn't let me down. One person said, seen this coming. Another person said, WChat GPT response. One person left a photo of this Scotty, I guess, in this dress. Is this a bit of his? One person.
That kind of looks like Chat GPT, but I mean, well, AI. But if that shit's real, that shit's that'll be a crazy deflection.
And posted this photo of the world's smallest violin. That's funny. And of course, a company, like Rise Protein, they don't want to be caught up in controversy. So of course, business-wise, even if they do like him as a person, they're gonna have to drop him just off of potential profit loss. Additionally, I found this other comment. Someone said, doxing someone over an insult is wildly disproportionate and dangerous. That's crossing serious lines beyond just drama. Accountability needed immediately. Of which he came out with an apology, took accountability for his actions. He's going to be losing money, so it is what it is. Guys, do let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Obviously, I would never use.
Oh my gosh. But this isn't a whole example of how to not handle hate comments, of how to not, escalate and do a whole bunch of shit on the internet. Over some little comment, it basically had like some big ass backlash on your income. I mean, I'm pretty sure those people were paying him a lot of fucking money, depending on how many followers he had. Shit, this basically puts it in perspective and a learning lesson for like younger creators and like people that are like small too. If you come up and you have like hate comments, you're just gonna have to ignore them. I mean, that put it in perspective for me too. I'm gonna be definitely learning from this. You guys could be seeing a whole bunch of people like comment on them commenting on your videos, just making jokes and shit. I mean, just take the high road and just joke with them about it, because in the ending, it's not really affecting you, just the comment. And I'm pretty sure it's just going to be drowned out by all the other videos you're probably going to be making in the future on your videos. So, I mean, shit, he shouldn't have done that, but at least he apologized at the end of the day. I mean, we are human. People are going to make mistakes along the way, but his mistake kind of like was projected in all over social media and now being like in reaction videos that you see. But hopefully he'll never make this mistake again, because this was a kind of weird ass thing on how to handle it. But hey guys, like and subscribe if you enjoyed that video. Go check out Mori, and I'm on the road to 300, bro. We literally so close, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.